Hello guys, welcome back to my sketchbook tour. As we go through this sketchbook tour, I wanted to be able to just freely discuss thoughts about things. How sketchbooking is a reflection of your own life. I feel like with every single drawing or word I say in here, it reminds me of a period of time when I was younger and all sorts of different things going on. This is sketchbook number 9. I am currently working on sketchbook 10. Let's get into it, shall we? So, here's the front cover. I just drew, I don't have a name for her, but you will see her throughout this book. And I was working on this sketchbook throughout my sophomore and junior year of high school. I can't believe time has gone by so fast, you know? That's something that will always amaze me. But anyways, so here is the first page. You have Ambrose, and then you have obviously the information part and some flowers. This was a reference on Pinterest. I don't know if you guys noticed, but here we have Ricky Garcia, and he was basically one of my OCs from middle school. And I decided to redraw him how I see him now. So I love this sketchbook so much. I think this is one of the favorites. You have him and Lee, and I was just kind of trying to show the original concept for the series. I don't even know what's going on here. You have Lee. He's very much, I like Lee. Lee's just kind of goofy. He just does whatever, and I like that. I really do. And here, this is like a random person I found on Pinterest, but I wanted to draw her. I feel like I didn't capture her the way she should have been captured, but I tried my best, and I think that's what matters. Over here, I have Amore. I draw her in so many different ways. I feel like at this point, she doesn't have a canon look anymore because I feel like my art style keeps on changing no matter how many times I draw her. Amore and Ambrose. This is like an AU that I thought was cool. It was like, I remember at the time being obsessed with the florist and tattoo artist AU. Ambrose would obviously be a florist because his character is just very much flower driven. Like, he loves plants. He's a botanist in the original world. So I just thought this would like be a cute modern AU for them. I remember when I did this was, I think, in 2023. It's like 2025 right now, recording this. So I've been really behind. Life happened, but that's okay. I remember we went to Florida, and I drew this in the car. And you see here, I don't know, I gave him a runny nose because I didn't want to be too edgy and give him a bloody nose. But, I don't know. Why not? Here's some, I don't know, I drew my persona, Felix. Felix has many different looks because Felix can be very masculine looking but also very feminine looking, and this was some designs where I wanted my persona to look more feminine. Now, honestly, I'm okay with my persona looking more masculine. I really don't care either way. I think it's fun. This is Mamon from that one game. I'm not even gonna say at this point. if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Okay, don't even question. This is like I said, I was like imagining Felix. How would Felix look like if they were in that one game? I am not saying. Anyway, this was when I went to Colombia again for like the millionth time. I went there to visit family because I'm Puerto Rican, I'm not Colombian, but I have family who live there, so. Anyways, I was watching Russian Doll, and oh my god, if you can watch it, if it's on Netflix, I mean, you don't have to watch it on Netflix if you know, but I recommend watching it. It's a really good show, and I really like what was going on in it, and the visuals, not only the visuals are stunning, it's kind of crazy. I recommend it. I drew Natasha Leone because I was kind of obsessed with her acting in that show. She did a great job. Oh my god. Like I said, this is the girl on the front cover. I drew her. I love it. I love it so much. And here's some tea that I've been drinking. I don't know, I miss the sketchbook. I feel like with my new sketchbook, I just have not really been involved with it, or in art in general. I feel like I've kind of lost the feeling of art, if that makes sense. You have Valerie. Don't ask why I have an obsession with Russian names. I know nothing about Russian culture, but I just really like, oh my god. Don't know why he decided to join, but I guess he's here. Hey. Okay, my cat decided to interrupt, so yeah, I'm so sorry about that. Anyways, I just had an obsession with Russian names, and I guess just, I don't know, I just wanted to have like interesting stuff going on, because I feel like I usually use either Hispanic names, like names from Spanish origin, or I use names that are like more American, I guess. And honestly, I really want to change that. I want my characters to have much more like diverse ethnic groups. I really want to explore more culture within it. So that means I'd probably have to do more research. But I don't know, I just want to explore many different backgrounds for my characters so that they just don't all feel the same, if that makes sense. I have some stickers from a pride parade in Atlanta. So got that going on. Oh, this was for when I was in my painting class. We had to study other painters, and I don't really know much about this person. I just randomly picked him because we had like 2 choices, and we basically just research the artist and then you redraw one of their pieces. And this was a doodle my friend did on my paper in my math class. So this piece was kind of, I love this piece. I wanted to create more emotionally charged piece but while I get to explore with having more dynamic colors. I like being stuck with color palettes. Maybe that's why I like traditional art so much, is because, like I said, you get to pick your color palette and you kind of are stuck with it. Like, for example, I'd be drawing at school and I'm forced to use a color palette that I'm like, oh, and it ends up being absolutely gorgeous. So I don't know, I feel like it's important. I know I've always been kind of self-conscious of showing people this piece, because I'm just like wondering, what if they think I'm just an edgy person? But there really is nothing wrong with showing your emotions within an art piece, and that's the purpose of art, to express ourselves in that way. Here is some thumbnails for the front cover. I got this sticker from marching band. I love this sticker. And I had some ideas for the themes of this sketchbook, and I wanted to go more for like, I was reminding me of those like 60s music posters, like I forgot what they're called, it's been a while. But yeah, I basically came up with a little design, and now you see it's this. So I feel like this sketchbook was probably one of my most creative sketchbooks out of all. Like I said, I've heard some bad things about this guy, but as I was making this for my painting class, because this is an assignment, I don't condone any of his actions. I just was trying to do my work, so please don't get mad at me. But I never end up finishing it. I did this with Prismacolors, and this was actually took me forever to do. Honestly, I don't know how he manages to paint like this, but it is very impressive. I'll give him that. Here's some art guide. I have I'm now having another guidebook in my 10th sketchbook for my other art classes, but I took these photos from the back of my brush kit that I recently bought for that class. It's sitting right there, as you can see. All the brushes from that painting class. I don't really use them often, but I use them occasionally when I'm working with gouache or watercolor. So, I don't know. I think it's important to understand the materials that you are using. Oh, this is Kafka. Oh my god. My friend, he made a video on his TikTok. I don't know if you can still access it though, because TikTok was recently banned, so now he can't even say goodbye to his followers. But on his TikTok, he made a little art swap where he drew Kafka and then I drew some of his OCs. And I love doing that. That was so much fun. I really hope we can do it again. Maybe one day I'll convince him to join on YouTube. Who knows? This is not Kafka. I have no idea who this is. This is just a Pinterest photo that I did. And I was just referencing a Pinterest photo. But I wanted to, like I said, I was kind of expressing how I felt at the moment. Senioritis is a real thing and I'm still feeling it. Why is it not? Yeah, Kafka, he plays clarinet. I have a whole lore about him. And the trumpet player guy. So I drew a fairy, like a fire fairy, I guess. I tried to color it in Procreate, but that didn't really go the way I wanted to. So yeah. Good thing I didn't color it on this paper though. I was so worried I was gonna ruin it. And then I have a slug fairy because I had a friend in my math class and we were discussing prompts together, like drawing prompts. And we decided to use a random like drawing thing, and I got a slug and a fairy, and I made a slug fairy, and they were going trick-or-treating because it's like basically a fairy dressed up as a slug. I got so obsessed with these slug fairies that I just wanted to explore more of them in my art. They eat the dead. It's kind of like slugs, I guess. And this is Ambrose, by the way. I don't know why. I gave him a name change because I was like, okay, I was thinking about the origins of name. For some reason, during that time, that in 2023, I was obsessed with name etymology and just etymology in general. I wanted to understand words. So basically, I was just like researching in words. I changed his name. Anyways, I had an animatic idea. I never ended up committing to it because I just don't have time. And, you know, perfectionism. Here's Ambrose again. Emmy. I thought Emmy would be such a cute nickname his grandmother would give him. So you got a bit of the animatic thumbnails. And then you got Ambrose right here. Like, cause he grew up on a farm and he's like very he is very, since he's ginger, he has to wear a sun hat so he doesn't get, you know, sunburn. So I have Yoshitomo Nara. So basically I just recreate. I thought that these doodles were so cute. I love the art, and I noticed that lately online people have been obsessed with this person's art, and I see it within street fashion too. They like this person's art a lot, and I understand it. It's very beautiful in its own way. It's very stylized but beautiful. So I did a bunch of doodles. This was some doodles I did in class. Oh my god, you have the sexy chin guy. Oh my god. It's a running joke. Well, it's not really a running joke with my friends. It's more like I'm the only one who does the joke. But there's this chin guy from this one anime that I just think it's ridiculous. It's funny. and I keep on drawing him, and I show it to all my friends. I'm like, hey guys, you like this guy? And they're like, no. But anyways, here I tried to I was working in gouache, and I was working on a portrait, and I remember when I first finished it, I wasn't really happy with it. I think now, considering that if you look at my art, I do a lot of like stylized art, very stylized. So this piece was a struggle for me, and I think it looks really good. Like I said, it could have been better, but then again, it could have been better with anything. And if I had that in my mind, I would have never finished it. So I think being able to accept and being able to continue and move on and try to work on other pieces. I do want to make more realistic paintings though. I really love that. I love realistic paintings, and I wish I could get better at it. Another artist like analysis that I did, but this is not the artist. He does these like semi-realistic like paintings with astronauts all over the place, and I wanted to recreate that in gouache, but I really hated how it came out, and I gave up with it. My art teacher said it was totally fine, but I hated it, and I also damaged the paper in my sketchbook. This is like kind of like more of an erotic, not really, I wouldn't say erotic, but more like expressing sexuality within my works. I have these two girls. They are very much in love with each other. I don't know if they're vampires or not. I keep on seeing them all over Pinterest. But anyways, I had to draw. I used them as a reference, and I was just kind of creating a concept, like a collage art with them. And I don't know. I like drawing blood. I don't draw gore, but I do like including a bit of blood in my works. It's just, I don't know, it's interesting. You can equate cannibalism to sexuality. Like I said. Here's a fish drawing I did. Most of my works don't really have inherent meaning behind it, but I do think it would be cool to analyze it anyways and just put meaning behind it, even though I didn't intend it to have a meaning. You have some jellyfish and some koi fish. Like I said, this is a Goya painting I recreated for my painting class. I painted this in gouache. It came out, I was really happy with this. I've never been this happy with a painting, but I really liked it. And I think I might copy other Goya paintings and try to learn from them, because I love it. I like the kind of style, and I kept on making a bunch of jokes about drawing dead fish. I'm like, hey, who wants to see my dead fish painting? So here's my OC, Clara. She's basically this, like, she's a vampire from the 1950s, and she's pretty old, but she looks kind of young. She's not so, like, she has nothing to do with Claudia from Interview with the Vampire, by the way. I drew this before I even knew about that series, and by the way, Interview with the Vampire is so good. I recommend reading the book, I recommend watching the 1990 movie, I recommend watching the AMC TV show. I've been doing all of that, and I absolutely love it. Here is, this is from Savannah, Georgia. Like, there's a bookstore called Starland book. I think eShaver. I don't know, I don't remember. But I just got this bookmark from there, and I love the art for it. I drew a niche Borges painting. I recreated one of her paintings, and I hated doing this. Not because of what the painting's about, but I was so strict with myself, and I was being such a perfectionist, and I felt like I could not capture the original painting. And so I was just so mad at it. I got so mad, and I just kind of never really looked back to this page. But I did, but like I said, if you check out the original painting, it is beautiful. I love it. But, yeah. This really did make me mad. Like, working on it. It's just like one of those pieces, it's like you can never, it's like, why is it not looking good? This is how I felt. Oh, here's Trumpet Guy. I don't have a name for him. I really don't. I need to give him a name. I don't want him to be an annoying asshole, though. That's not what I intend for for this character, but he's basically like a rival to to Kafka, my clarinet player. Basically, he's supposed to be like a rival, and he's just like, I have so much lore about it, but I don't think I'm gonna discuss it in this video. And here's a bunch of zine ideas. Feel free to take these ideas, but I recommend making zines. Zines are so much fun to work with, and you can basically explore so many different ideas. I have like this little I got a vinyl, a Beach Bunny vinyl, and I actually have, I don't know where my other zine is, but I have a zine on my desk if you would like to see. It's a paper zine. I might be able to, I don't know, I've always wanted to distribute zines, and I made a copy of this. So it's songs that means a lot to me. So I made this, and it folds out to be like this. Like, you make a zine like this, and then it has like each individual page. So yeah, watch like brattyxbre's videos on zines. Her videos are absolutely so informative, and if you guys want to get into the zine making scene, I recommend that. I will put her in videos in the description. Songs that mean a lot to me. I was listening to the song. I remember listening to this on repeat last week, which I'm pretty sure was oh brother, why is it not focusing? Was November 30th on a Thursday. This song comforted me after I had a panic attack and spent the rest of the third block band class sobbing on the bathroom floor. I felt as if I was losing myself, that my anxiety and fears was taking away my own passion for music. I feel like that quite often, honestly. This is from a movie. This is actually from a movie, but this is actually a playlist, not a single song, but this album has been a go for creating an aquarium playlist due to the fact that it was created for a movie called Children of the Sea. The animation is absolutely gorgeous, although I thought the plot was confusing. I did enjoy it nonetheless. During this year, I would study with this in the background and some aquarium sounds. It made me feel like a fish, so 10 out of 10. Soap by the Oh Hellos. By the way, this is the same band that created Soldier Poet King, and I really recommend checking out the rest of their discography. It's really good, and I feel like a lot of people, they are so underrated. You really need to check them out. But anyways, this song is like the literal definition. This is Soap, by the way. I love Soap. This song for me is the literal definition of pure love, and for those who I care about. Even though I'm not ready to become an adult, I still want you by my side as we both grow up together. No matter the amount of mistakes made, everything will be okay, and that it's worth it. My favorite part is hearing the little chord they sing during when they sing, "Oh no, I think I'm not quite ready." And I know maybe you're not quite ready. Oh, stop. Oh my god. This brings me hope for our future, so I will hold it dearly in our heart. And that's the end of the zine. I have some stickers, and I used some stuff from the Atlanta Symphony packet I got from when I went to their concert. I also went to their concert like last Thursday. It was so much fun. But yeah. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to share more art with you, and I hope this will help you reflect on yourself, because art is a representation of who you are and all your experiences. Please never stop creating art and continue on in the future. Bye bye!